Our Valorant agents were finally enjoying some well-deserved time off. Unfortunately, though, Brimstone was not able to rest and relax like the others. Even with assurances from KO, he was still on edge. And it turns out he was right. Something was brewing, as Vyse sent this voicemail to Brimstone.
My interversal probes have been sending me improbable readouts all day. I initially assumed I'd encountered a malfunction, but the readings spiked on each of the probes in sequence, like a wave rolling through a string of buoys. They're calibrated correctly, and I validated the software. They're working as intended. Something is affecting the Interverse, Brimstone, and these readouts seem similar to those my former team gathered the day that... Call me back. Something is happening. I need to know what.
Now, this is a serious thing. The Interverse is essentially the space that exists between the realities. The devs called it the metaphorical ocean between them. Something is rippling within the Interverse, and soon after, the VALORANT Protocol gets a surprise visit from someone who literally parachutes into HQ. And of course, it's our dear Tejo. Tejo is an information specialist hailing from Colombia, and the 27th agent to join Valorant. He somehow found the location for Valorant's HQ and came to tell Brimstone that his team had missed something big, and that they needed to act now. This meant cutting the agents' vacation time short and calling them back to investigate if these claims were true. Once they're all back, KO sends this message to Brim saying, "Heads up, your office door is open, sir. We can all hear you losing your cool with that new guy. You'll need to smooth things over with the team, too. No one's thrilled about leave being cut short, or having returned to find some stranger wandering through HQ. Team briefing in 30. So, what intel did Tejo bring to Brimstone? And why are they arguing? First, the intel. Tejo has suggested that some people from Omega Earth are coming to Alpha Earth under our radar. Listen to this email Brim sent to KJ. Please check again. I know you already did. You always do. Please recheck anyways. It won't be the standard Legion signatures, so have Viper and Vyse look as well. If I'm going to kick Tejo off this island for wasting our time, I want our data rock solid. His source claims we've missed multiple incursions, which I have a hard time believing. But let's do our due diligence to be sure. Thanks. I owe you." This means that someone other than Omega's Valorant Legion is coming over to Alpha Earth. KJ is able to detect when Legion comes over because they leave behind Omega particles that form a type of signature that KJ can read, almost like a fingerprint. However, with these incursions, there's no Legion signature. So Brim is having KJ triple check Tejo's intel. And it turns out, Tejo was right. Brim seems to be a bit hostile towards Tejo though, so why? Turns out these two know each other. Listen to this.
Yo, Cucho. Listen, if you expect me to apologize for what happened all those years ago, you don't remember me very well. We cannot bring back the dead, mi hermano. And many more will die unless we focus on the fight at hand. What comes next will not be easy. But if your team is as trustworthy as you say, we may just survive.
Tejo and Brim were in the military together with a special forces group called the Ragged Ravens. Brim's best friend, Tariq Porter, was also in the Ragged Ravens with them, but he unfortunately died on mission. Brim wasn't able to save Tariq, and Brim still blames Tejo for his death. While we don't know any more details of what happened, it's clear that their relationship is extremely strained now because of it. But Tejo encourages Brim to focus on the threat at hand, to save those who are still alive now from this present danger. As the team focuses on figuring out who these Omega threats are, Tejo suggests they recruit someone he's been working with for a long time, who can keep the younger agents in line while also being able to talk business with the older agents. After discovering an incursion in Thailand, the team headed there to take on this mysterious group while also meeting up with Tejo's recruit recommendation, Waylay, who is from Thailand. The two had worked together in the past, and he firmly believed that she was a necessity for the team's success, that without her, they didn't stand a chance against this new group. As the team fought against them, Phoenix completely froze up. Surrounded by enemies, he panicked. The usually headstrong, confident Phoenix was off his game. Thankfully, at that exact moment, Waylay showed up, destroyed some of these invaders, and broke Phoenix out of his frozen daze. Waylay helped turn the tide of battle and prevented this group from stealing Radianite fuel from a kingdom facility in Thailand. Proving her worth and the claims of Tejo, Waylay was recruited to the VALORANT Protocol as Agent 28, a Radiant who can transform into light itself. Waylay hit it off with the team, being able to talk smack with the younger agents and business with the older ones. Brim sent Tejo an email saying, "Where did you find Waylay? The young guns love her. She's got them all leaning in. Since day one, she's done nothing but build bridges. Had my doubts about bringing in your crewmate. Didn't want your and my history causing deeper team fissures, but it hasn't. You were right. If you know anyone else, don't hold out." Although Brim was apprehensive at first, it seems that Waylay really was the perfect addition to the protocol. She's teaching the agents to be a team rather than just individual units, as we hear from this voicemail.
No, you still gotta cover her, Phoenix. Go run it again. Hey, Brim. Just wrapping up training now. Well, T was right. You've got a whole bunch of talented folks here who can move and shoot like pros. Great on their own, but rusty as anything as a unit. But that's where I come in, right? Yeah. Okay. Just give me the time you promised, and I'll get you a team ready for war.
Once the team got back home from Thailand, they began diving deeper into who this new group was, as well as what was causing Phoenix to freeze up on the field. They discovered that this group was attacking kingdom sites all over the world, stealing Radianite fuel. Sky reviewed the footage from their investigation and sent this email saying, "I am telling you it's Atlas. Their gear's all upgraded, but watch the footage. Same squad maneuvers as Western Ghats. Harbor, Astra, you were there too. Take a look. Once you spot it, it's obvious." What I want to know is, what the heck is Omega's defensive force doing here in Alpha? Turns out, these incursions are from Atlas. Atlas is an Omega-only organization that functions as their interdimensional police. We saw them when Alpha's VALORANT Protocol went over to Omega Earth via the teleportal on the map Pearl. There, the first group they ran into was Atlas. Thankfully, the team was able to fight them off, but since then, it looks like they've changed their logo and gear as well as their mission. Before, they were just trying to prevent the VP and others from entering Omega Earth, but now they're actively coming to Alpha Earth to steal Radianite fuel. Sky asks the right question: why is a defensive organization taking the offensive? Thankfully, Tejo notices something and says,
Brimstone, I reviewed the team's routine report on Omega activity. Something caught my eye. There is an increase in military-grade energy production and transport. It is behavior I have seen before when my old clients in weapons, R&D, would bring a project into full production. The Omega markets are different than ours, it is true, but I don't like the smell of it. Someone is building something, hermano, something big. It behooves us to find out what.
Atlas is up to something big on Omega, potentially some kind of huge weapon. This is obviously bad news, so two things need to happen. First, they need to figure out a way to track Atlas's incursions on Alpha in the same way they're able to track the Legion incursions. And two, they need to find out what kind of weapon Atlas is trying to build and put a stop to it. While all this is going on, Phoenix is also going through something. He's freezing up in battle, which is not good for his job as an agent. We will explore Phoenix's lore arc in the next part. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye!